In this episode, we visit Tobago Cays and Bequia. In Tobago Cays, we spend the days with snorkeling, hiking, and visiting Petit Tabac, that is famous from Pirates of the Caribbean. From Tobago Cays, we sail to myarou, where we stay one night before we continue to Bequia. On Bequia, you can join us on a hike to Peggys Rock and a day trip around the island, where Pedro, our nice guide, shows us some of the famous places. We are sailing TIKKI, a Danish boat who is sailing around the world. On board we are Flemming, the captain, Elisabeth and Anton, who just turned 3, and our beautiful sailboat TIKKI, a Hanse 540E. We departed Denmark in July last year and has now reached St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tobago Cays are an archipelago located in the southern Grenadines of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, comprising 5 small islands and extensive coral reefs. The Cays, Petit Rameau, Petit Bateau, Baradal, Petit Tabac, and Jamesby are a popular tourism destination. Petit Tabac was one of the islands that were used in the popular movies Pirates of the Caribbean. We are on Petit Rameau. It's one of the islands here in Tobago Cays. We came yesterday. It's been quite windy since we got here, but still it's amazingly beautiful. It's a place where you do a lot of snorkeling. You can see sea turtles and sharks and stingrays, manta rays. It's just a crazy wildlife here under the water. It's beautiful. And also on land we've seen turtles and liquans and snakes. So we are all enjoying it and just took a walk here on top of one of the mountains. So the Tobago Cays are now the key element of the Tobago Cays Marine Park, run and owned by the St. Vincent and the Grenadines government. The marine park consists of 1,400-acre sand-bottom lagoon, which encompasses the 5 cays, the inhabited island of myarou, and the 4 kilometers horseshore reef. The marine park was listed as a regionally significant ecosystem under the Spore Protocol in December 2014. We went on several snorkeling trips out to the reef that is surrounding the islands. Together with the 2 boats, Mona and Isla, we did a sunset tour because we were told that the reef sharks were present at that time. However, we didn't have any luck that night, but the sunset on the way back was amazing, and we did have a fun trip together. The next day we did another long dinghy ride out to Petit Tabac, the island that is present in one of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. We did the trip with Mona and Isla as well, and it is not an easy ride as you have to pass the reef and dinghy on open water. You have to do it on a calm day where the waves are small. We helped each other get through the reef, so it is good to be more boats at the same time. When you picture paradise, Petit Tabac could be it. Sunny skies, white sand, crystal clear blue water, and palm trees waving in the wind. A scene from the movie Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, was filmed on the island, and it is the scene where Jack Sparrow and Elisabeth Swan are left on Rum Runner's Island by Hector Barbosa. Elisabeth burns the rum to create a smoke signal. It is fun to have been in the same spot. For those of you who don't know what beaching is in cruising terms, it is when you have to get to an island from the water and there is no dinghy dock. So you dinghy straight to the beach and you have to time it perfectly so that the dinghy does not turn around and gets the waves into the dinghy. So everyone has to jump out right before we hit the beach and pull the dinghy up on the beach. And this time it was a little heavier because I stayed in it to film the whole thing. This time it went okay, but that is not always the case. We did the only touristed thing that is to do on the island, the barbecue on Petit Tabac. Local people barbecue lobsters and make amazing sides. You pay 110 Eastern Caribbean dollars, so it is not cheap, but if you go to Tobago Cays, it really is a good experience and great food.
Yeah, obviously.
After a couple of days at Tobago Cays, we continued to Myarou and Saline Bay, where we spent one night. We did a short walk on the island and then had a good night's sleep before we continued to Bequia.
So an early leave here from Saline Bay. We are going to Bequia today. Sail of approximately 25 nautical miles, so I guess 3, 4, 5 hours, something like that. Nice winds, beam reach all the way. It has been a nice place staying here. The anchorage was a little tricky because the wind shifted like 180 degrees during the night, but other than that it's quite sheltered and nice place. The island is nice.
It's Wednesday and we are out for a hike. We are going to Peggys Rock, which is the highest point here on Bequia. And supposedly it takes around 2 hours and it should be very beautiful. So 2 hours up there and 2 hours back. So we will be doing this most of the day and it will be a lot of fun. And no Anton is here, he's together with the girls. It's tough. And a lot of rocks and slippery. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
I feel like I'm in shape, but I still think it's a little rough. Not used to climbing that much. Wow! We made it to the top. It was actually a little tough, but it was nice. We did it. I did.
It's a damn nice view up here. That's the airport. Here's Drive. And here's the bay where we are anchored. Nice calm blue water, nice beaches. It's one of the nicest places we have been so far. We love being here. Over there in the background you can see St. Vincent and Kingston. We're probably going to take the ferry boat there for a day trip one of the coming days. We have rented one of these pick-up taxis and taking a tour around the island. And I'm actually not sure, he pointed out like 4 or 5 different places we needed to visit. I think the first one is the fort. But apparently
and turtle sanctuary
also, and I think it's a trip around 3 hours. Yeah.
And we have the girls with us still. And Anton. The Old Heck Turtle Sanctuary is making a big difference in the survival of the hawksbill turtles. A guy named Anton started the sanctuary when he retired from fishing at 57. He has been in the operation now for over 12 years and has already released 2,000 3-year-olds with his special mark, a hole drilled in the back and end of the shell. Divers are seeing these marked turtles throughout the waters of the Grenadines. His job involves monitoring beaches, checking nests, trying to protect mother turtles and eggs from poachers, collecting hatchlings and taking them to the sanctuary to keep them safe during the most vulnerable years of their life, and then letting them go when they are strong enough to survive on their own. An amazing project.
And then when they're dried out, leather hard, that's when we decorate them, with the carving or whatever. And then they have...
From the turtle sanctuary, we went to visit Mike Goddard Pottery, a couple from England who moved here, bought a house and does pottery for a living. They had a beautiful studio with the most amazing view, and the work he does is beautiful. We had a nice chat with his wife, who told us all about his work and showed us some of his bigger projects. A lot of people come in and order sinks and other bigger things for their homes.
This is the carving.
Yeah.
See, he's put a blue slip, which is just clay and water. And in this, this is a very special plate. Oh yes, this plate. So that's all going to be glazed. This will be blue, and the blue along the bottom, and then white. So and they
so they keep.
the middle. So that'll all be put together later on.
In the next episode, we leave St. Vincent and the Grenadines after a beautiful month here. We continue to Martinique, where we haul out the boat and become land crabs for 14 days. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That will mean a lot to us. And you can also follow us on Instagram. Thank you and bye!